Step into the paranormal with Ernie Atwell and David Seiler, brought to you by Paranormal Inc., right here on WLFE DB Radio.
Well, hello, everybody, and happy Sunday. It is now 7 o'clock, and it is that time. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. And there's somebody else there, and I'm actually in the wrong channel on my phone, so I'm in duplicate channels. We'll figure that out.
Episode 33.
Episode
David
33. Seiler. Yep, and we're actually on track. Woohoo!
On track for what?
I was shut up. I was having some. Now it says episode 34. Oh my God!
I'll put the whammy on you, man.
I did. It's all good. I'll figure it out. So talk for a minute while I figure this out.
See, Dave just can't come to the realization that it's actually episode 34.
Is it really?
Anyway,
I don't know.
Hey, what's the difference, right? Everyone was good. We got a special show lined up for you tonight. We have the return of a dear friend of ours. A lot of people wanted her to come back. And we did an event, I guess, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and she was with us. So she's joining us back tonight to talk about the event we were at and hopefully some other things and some things she's got coming up and all that good stuff.
Give a shout out to my boy, John McGinnis. He did something really nice for us.
Yeah, I saw that.
He gave us a video. I've posted it up on Paranormal Inc. I posted it on YouTube. I posted it Step Into the Paranormal. Watch the video. He made us look good, and he did an awesome video.
So, Dave, what's up with the clean-shaven look, man?
I got into an argument with my... You should not have Flonase in your nose as you're about to shave because you do sneeze. And I'm... Oh, damn.
I got one better than that. This I think I told you about this. Last Friday, I happened to be at the Gettysburg Ghost Exchange in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
That's usually where it's at.
Your one-stop shop for all your ghost hunting needs. But anyhow, it was myself and Dave Haney and Eric Julian and Scott Porter. And we were getting ready to take a photo with our Old Bald Dudes Paranormal shirt that we posted pictures of. Well, Steve Barry said he wants to be a member. But in order to be a member, it's 3 things. You got to be old. You got to be bald. You got to be in the paranormal. Well, he's 2 at...
I didn't get a shirt.
He's 2 at a 3. So Haney and I came up with an idea that if Steve wants to be initiated in, we're going to do a duo podcast of Dave's show and our episode and shave Steve's hair live on the episode.
How did I not get? I'm bald.
Because you keep messing that beard up, man.
My bad.
We got to get Dave a very easy, non-complicated beard trimmer for Christmas.
Sneezed. Let's get our wonderful guest on before we go any further. How you doing, April?
Hey, guys. What's going on? And you look great, Dave. You always look great.
Hey, everybody says I got a butterface. Everything looks good on me but my face. Yeah.
Don't say that. Hi, Ernie. I miss you. I know I haven't talked to you in so long.
How are you, my dear?
I'm just busy. My head's spinning.
Looking great as always.
Why, thank you. I want to look nice to you guys.
You look awesome. You look
good. Some of the people on here, I just see a Facebook user, and they're like, "Hi, April," and I'm like, I don't know who it is.
That's why I've got my phone up watching it too. The reason why is the Step Into the Paranormal page is a private page, so I'm broadcasting as Step Into the Paranormal, and it can't broadcast back through into the Paranormal Inc. page.
Okay, because people are texting me.
Yes. So I'll let you know who it is. Like Jenny B says.
No, wait, because my friends texted me. I can't find the site.
Oh, tell her to go to look on Facebook and go to Step Into the Paranormal.
Oh my God, because I put on I did a video before I went live.
What you keep doing, why they're not finding us? You're announcing the name of the radio podcast is Paranormal Inc.
Yeah, it's Step into the
Paranormal.
I suck.
I just put it up there. Step into the paranormal.
Yes, put it out there. Can you tag my page? Tag my name.
I can do that.
You can do that. Come on, get to your phone and do that.
I'm going. So we'll flap jaws.
Oh, Kimberly, thank you. She said my hair is everything. Oh, thank you. I love big hair.
Kimberly, I got your shirt for you. It's in the trunk of my car. She wanted. She saw that I was at the Ghost Exchange last week and wanted one of the shirts, and they had one left, so I was able.
Which one? Because I got the last red one.
Which one did you get?
Parahor shirts.
That's what she wanted.
I got the last red one, and as a matter of fact, I commissioned a bunch of shirts because I'm doing an event on December 12th. So I'm bringing them to all my friends.
They had the one green one left that Kim wanted, so I was able to get it for her while I was there. I just got to get it to her now.
I got the red one. I ordered pink ones, black ones. I'm so excited.
Oh, hi, Desiree. So I'm going to throw a couple comments up there that are, like Kimberly saying, welcome, you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Jenny B says, you're a bossy little thing, aren't you? Kimberly says, thank you. And Kimberly says, test your pick inspired me to get one. Test your pick inspired me to get one.
Well, Kimberly, you are going to look gorgeous in it. And you got to post a picture. Tag me.
Definitely.
They actually have them in men's shirts, too.
You know what? I did get one men's shirt, like for myself, too. I had to have two of them. Now I just ordered a whole bunch of them.
So April.
Wait, what's the Facebook user that called me bossy little thing?
Oh, that was Jenny B. She's a sweetheart. She's over in
I love Jenny B. That's my friend. Jenny,
I
can't see your name. It comes up as
I said she's over there. Wrong Jenny. That's the Jenny that we love. That she's with us. My face. Since I shaved this, I've gone stupid.
We love the Jenny. We love the Jenny in England too.
Yeah, we love the Jenny. Wrong Jenny.
So which Jenny is that?
Huh? Oh, Be Paranormal. It's Be Paranormal with Jenny, and then there's Jenny B. That's why it's blending in my head.
Okay, but which Jenny was it? They called me bossy little thing.
Jenny B.
My Jenny B. That's my girl. I love her.
Yeah, just speak slowly to me. I'll be all right.
Let's do sign language to you.
I sign slow. I understand. Sign.
I know the alphabet.
Yeah, I actually do sign. I did a project for Gallaudet years ago. So speak slowly, and I can figure out any language except Greek. You don't know Greek, and if you do, my apologies for what I just said. But
oh yeah, that's our ghost magnet, Jenny B. That's our little ghost magnet. She is amazing.
Hey Eric, Dave Seiler, you're still showing us. Am I? Oh no, hi Des, you came into the right one. Now I can actually read you.
Hi Desiree.
So, and then hello, beautiful people came from Pam Berry. Hi Pam Berry.
Hi Brent.
So let's talk a little bit about this weird thing that we were on a few weeks ago, an investigation. So I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to throw a banner up on the bottom. If you guys actually go to this banner, and I'll leave it up for just a few minutes, it's on our YouTube channel. It's the Reliance. There are things that are happening there that you cannot explain. And I tell people, as a paranormal investigator, I'm not going to show you a ghost. I'm not going to try to give you a ghost. I'm trying to give you something that you can't explain. And using the theory of Occam's razor, cut everything else away, and what's left, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. There are things in this video I can't explain.
What did you think about that place, April?
I loved, you know what? I don't know if you remember, but as I was driving there, I was picking up this man, hopped a ride with me on the way there. His name was George, and he's the one that's there. And he was telling me he was upset with something about his son. So remember, I think I got there a little bit late, and the owner was speaking, and I said to her, I said, "Well, George is here," and she goes, "Exactly." And I said, "And he lost his son." And I guess they did research, and there was a man, George, that worked there, and there was an issue. I guess his wife was pregnant with his son.
Well, there was weird things going on.
Oh my God, it was crazy there.
So, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I'm talking about like when we were in the basement. Like, we just got to get this out in the open about my fall, my wipeout.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We already look at distraction.
That was some fall, but I can't believe I didn't rip anything, cut my arm's face or anything.
Explain what happened, April, and I'll tell it from my standpoint of what I saw.
Well, like I said, you know what? I don't know what happened because I was actually, guys, this is the wrong thing to do, but I was walking, but I was walking slow, steady, nothing. I didn't step on anything. At the time I was texting. I was actually texting with Brandon Alvis and telling him about the place. And all of a sudden I just went forward and I was trying to catch myself. I don't know if I was pushed, but you said you were watching me from behind. You were behind me the whole time.
That's Jenny's comment.
What'd she say? She busted her ass. I sure did.
I tried everything in my power to grab you, but you were so far ahead of me. When I lunged at you, I just grabbed the air. You know what I mean?
I was trying so hard to like stop myself from falling, but I don't know what happened.
Let me tell you what I saw. When I set that camera up, I was the one that set the two cameras up in the basement. And the second camera I set up right where you fell at, there was like a little ditch in the floor.
Yeah.
So I deliberately set the camera there because that way it would block the hole in the floor. Now, as you were approaching right where that you were to the right of the camera, and it went through my head real quick. Man, I'm glad I set that camera there because it covered the ditch. And I had my eyes on you. And the best way I can explain it, April, it looked like between your below your knee and your ankle, it looked like somebody took out your leg because your right leg completely bowed out.
Yeah.
Right above your ankle and below your knee. It was like as if somebody stomped your leg. I thought you actually was going to be hurt because I could see just how your leg bowed out. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. And how I was not hurt or cut up, I don't know. But I really don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. All I know is all of a sudden I didn't step on anything. There was nothing there.
You were walking completely straight, and you were walking really slow.
Yeah, I know. I was looking because I was texting. So
right,
and I'm looking down, so I would stop to type whatever I was typing, and that's why I don't know what happened. I don't know if like I was rushed up behind. So
I don't know. It looked like from where I was at, and the lights were on. We wasn't even dark yet.
Yeah,
but. From where I was at, it looked like
embarrassing.
It looked like somebody just stomped her leg, man. It completely bowed out.
Well, I can remove your embarrassment. I screamed like a little child because of Ernie.
Oh,
This was not deliberate. This was not deliberate.
So what happened was during the investigation, I had 3 people report of a shadow person in the back. So there's 2 ways you can get there. You can go through the kitchen,
the back of the basement,
and well, no, this is upstairs, second floor.
Okay.
This is so you can go through the kitchen, which is the main bars here. The kitchen's in the back, and there's a hallway back here. So everybody's saying in the back hallway, and Ali actually got a picture. He took 3 pictures.
Yes, Ali got a good picture.
2 of them are blank. One of them you can see the shadow's feet. You can see the head and something looking around like that. Really awesome picture.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, while everybody's quiet for a minute, I'm going to go back here and look. So I went back here, and way in the back, there's a fridge on the left, and there's a whole bunch of stuff against the wall here on the right. and right between them, I see this shadow go from right to left in front of the window that's way in the back, and like into the wall. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I turn around, walked out. Everybody's like, Dave, what happened? I'm like, I just saw the shadow person. So Ali comes back, one of the gentlemen comes back, and a lady comes back.
If you remember, hold right where you're at. But if you remember, before that happened, I was like one of the first ones to go in the kitchen, and I was actually, I believe I was in there by myself or maybe one other person behind me. But as I was walking down the hallway, it's completely narrow going into the kitchen, and then there's a opening.
Okay.
And I saw from right to left, it was like something manifested directly almost in the center of the kitchen and ran off into that little cubby hole to the left. Yeah. I saw, remember that, April? I saw that shadow. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but something, when we went back in there and April was with me, we actually heard something or heard someone back there. Yes. I don't recall exactly.
And that's so four people came with me. The guest was up front. I was next. Ali was next, and the lady was next. And I was showing them, okay, it was down here. If you look at the fridge down there, there's like a big walk-in, like a storage fridge on the left. And I'm like right at the height of the window right here. And I said, and it just moved really quick. And as I'm sitting there, and everybody's focused down the hall. Well, apparently we didn't realize there's an opening right here to the right, which goes into the kitchen. Unbeknownst to us, Ernie came through the kitchen, and as I'm describing it, it came out really fast. He popped the hell out, and like it's coming right at us really quick. Now it's dark, and I'm like, ah! The guy in front of me, he collapsed. Ali collapsed, and the lady went running. And by the time we realized it, I'm like, I said a couple choice words. Ali's on the floor. The guy's bent over, peeing himself, laughing, and Ernie's like, what?
Oh, I know. I came up that hallway because my group, we had decided to take a break. And I had come up that hallway, and next thing I know, I hear him scream, and just all these people like dominoes hit the floor. And I'm like, Dave, what the hell you got? What are you doing?
He killed four with one blow. It was great.
But if you recall, what you told me was,
wait, guys, I'm losing my screen.
What's the matter?
Wait, I just lost my screen. Wait,
yep, we can still see you.
We can see you.
No, I know. I couldn't see you. All right.
But just prior to me coming up that hallway, you told me that you guys had heard something or seen something, and David made the comment or the suggestion, if you will, that whoever's here walk towards us. Walk, and at that exact moment literally, is when I walked into the hallway. He came out of
that corner. I'm like, if there's somebody here, can you walk closer and let us see you? And he just pops out, and he's coming like full steam ahead.
Well, I walk fast all the time.
Oh, my God. First you say it, then you do it, then you change them.
Ernie, you know what I'm trying to remember? Because I remember I kept picking up, I think it was on the ride over. I was picking up walk-in. And I think I came in, I was telling you what I was picking up, along with the hitchhiker, George. Hi, Bill. I just want to say Bill from Selma Mansion.
That's Bill. Jenny saying, yeah, Ernie's just a scary dude.
But when I was driving on my way to come see you guys, that guy George hitched a ride with me and was telling me about his son, why he was so upset. And also I kept hearing walk-in, so not understanding what that meant. And we were downstairs in the basement, and we found that walk-in. But I think I don't know if it was downstairs or upstairs. I feel like something happened to a Spanish man.
Right. I remember you saying that. Because we were talking about that when we were up behind the bar, remember?
Yeah. And but I think I heard that on my drive in. I think George might have been telling me this information. I just love when spirits hop in the car with me.
Oh, here, go in my way.
You know what? If anybody from York is actually watching this, I would like you to comment in regarding the photograph that Ali took. For those that didn't see it, Ali actually, a friend of ours, Ali, he was on a few months ago. He actually caught a shadow figure on a photograph. he was showing it to some of the other guests, and one of the girls, her and her boyfriend or husband, they actually live in York. They're from York. And she said, let me show you a picture. And she showed us this photo, okay? Now, there was a legend. They used to call him the Tin Man of York.
Yep.
And somewhere in York, they actually made a sculpture using different materials. They made a sculpture of the Tin Man of York. And based on the photo she showed us, when you say that name to yourself, it's exactly that. You know, it kind of, to me, it resembles the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. But the funny thing is, the photo that Ali captured, the shadow is actually shaped and looks like the sculpture that was made of the Tin Man.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't.
Ollie's great. He's great. Where is he?
I don't know.
Hey, you know, Kayla's on. Hey, Kayla. From
Hi, Kayla.
Exchange. And hi,
Kayla.
Harper O'Brien.
Kayla and I posted some fun pictures Friday night. We were, well, of course, Kayla was there, you know.
I love Kayla. I love Kayla.
She's such a sweetie.
Oh my God, she's a doll.
Yeah, if we, I'll try to get Ali to post that picture.
Yes, that is such a great picture. He's very good. He picks up on a lot of stuff too. Between him and our little ghost magnet, Jenny B, we got such a great team.
Yeah, Jenny was with us at the Sam Miller Mansion, and she started speaking in Russian in the basement. And we actually started getting replies in Russian.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
I thought she got possessed and was speaking in tongues.
Well, she is a little, right, Jenny?
So up in the bar, we had a lot of activity. So we started out the main thing. And we got like massive hits. You'll see in the video that I actually, at one point, I just set the REM pod down. I was actually still setting other things up. And literally like 10 seconds in, I had asked a question and it just hits. And I'm like, Ernie, we're getting active.
I think we were getting a lot of, weren't we getting touched a lot behind the bar?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And we were not close to each other, right? Just so you know that.
No,
we were not touching each other. No.
Yeah, so no, we got like touch. We had lots of cameras up, back and forth. So let's see. Jenny says, no, LOL, nope, just super talented.
She certainly is.
When we first set up some of the gadgets at the bar, it seemed like it was kind of dead.
Yeah, at first.
And then all of a sudden, if you remember, April, everything started going off. Like
pretty much when she walked up.
Which is good because, I mean, it validates that.
I have that effect on spirits. No.
But it validates it because it was like everything, any readings we did or measurements we tried to, everything was dead.
Yep.
And then at one point, everything, it was like, all right, guys.
Nuts.
You know,
yeah. And the thing is, though, we had multiple K2s up, we had multiple REM pods up, we had multiple spirit boxes up, we had a Phasma box running, and it was hitting on all of them. So it wasn't just one or the other.
Right.
So that was really wild.
Yeah. It was. I didn't know what to really expect. You know, we've never been there.
You know what? We had no idea, no history. Which, you know, of course, as you know. I don't like to know any information. Just tell me where to go. And I pick up as I'm driving, or I'll pick up like, you know, prior to going to the, you know, to an investigation. But you guys didn't even know either. So we were like winging it.
Yeah, we went in totally blind. I mean, we didn't know any of the history, any of the claims. It was just, hey, you know, show up and host an investigation. And that's basically what we did. And actually I prefer it. I liked it that way.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the best way. Unless, you know, I've been on investigations where we have a historian that knows the information and can validate this, the information that I'm giving at the time, you know, during the walkthrough.
April, do you remember when you and I went into the walk-in?
Well, no. You know, can I just tell you something? Don't think I'm crazy, but when I start reading and I go into my zone, the information I pick up and that I tell you leaves my head as just as fast as it comes in. So I won't remember.
You said, what is that?
My server just restarted for some reason.
Oh, we're still live.
No,
my server just decided to restart for.
It's
remember, April, you said you picked up on something prior to arriving there about a walk-in, and then you and I, we went exploring, the two of us, because we didn't go all the way in the back and around the corner.
Yes.
And when we got back there, we found the walk-in. Remember?
Yeah, we're walking where the shadow man is, and all of a sudden we're sitting in front of the walk-in, and we look at each other and we're like, walk-in. Holy crap.
And even for me, someone that doesn't feel anything, it was very strange when we went in. It was very strange when we went in there.
Yeah.
That whole place was strange.
Yeah,
because when April and I went in, like when we went into that walk-in, of course it's inside the building, but
we didn't know it was there.
The best way I can explain it, April, when I actually went in there, it felt as if I was completely disconnected from everything. It felt like I walked outside.
Yeah.
Like I was completely disconnected. Because I even asked you, I was like, what does this mean? Like, why am I feeling like this? Because I felt like I literally exited the building. You know what I mean?
I felt pressure, immense pressure on me, which usually means spirits around. It's starting to get active. But when we were downstairs in that other walk-in, I think we went afterwards, right? That's when I was picking up the little Spanish guy that I know was killed or beat up or something. I was picking up Irish mob ties to this place.
Wow.
So.
Well, I'm starting to get my stories. They're running together, but I think that, if I'm not mistaken, the Irish mob had something to do, or possibly was in New York at one time.
Really? See, I was hoping you guys would find out, like, with the information I was giving. I mean, like, the information that I brought there when I got there, we got it validated immediately. Because with George, as soon as I said George is mad about his son, and that's when the owner was saying,
he validated that.
Yeah, so it was crazy. But yeah, George the hitchhiker.
Well, it was hysterical because the owner and her husband are Greek. And I know I can cuss you out in Greek, and I can say a few other things in Greek. So I tried different languages at each event and each venue to see if I can get responses in that language. And I started to say what I know in Greek. And she went, what? And I'm like, oh my God, you know Greek? I'm sorry. So, ottimo, it's good.
Wait, that's Jenny. Wait, because didn't we have Jenny speak in Spanish too? Because the little Spanish man that I picked up.
I don't know.
Hey, Jenny, you there? Were you speaking in Spanish? It'll take her about 20 seconds to answer that question because we're like.
Because I remember, I don't know what we got, like Poppy or something, or somebody saying. We got something back, but I definitely know. I'm trying to think now, like who would have. I don't think. I almost feel like he rushed past me.
You said we had Spanish, right? Yes.
Yeah. When I was downstairs, I can feel him running away. Because I can almost feel his spirit run past me while we were downstairs, as if he was running away from these men that were, beating him up.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the Spanish man you're referring to? What is his place there? Where does he fit into all this, do you think?
I don't know if he worked there or did something for them. I don't know if maybe, skimming some money. They say skimming. I guess he worked there, maybe skimming tips or the money that was coming in. And he was a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy, the Spanish guy. That's why I felt so bad. I know he was a family man, and he didn't deserve what they did to him. But it was like to teach a lesson. You steal from us, this is what happens.
All right.
Oh, wow.
No, I get you the residual. I don't think it was residual. I think he was trying to let me know something.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, not saying that it couldn't have been something residual there, but my best opinion is everything we encountered that night or came in contact with was definitely intelligent.
Yeah, I know my residuals. I know my active because,
Right.
like I've been to other locations where I watched spirits like walking around. Like I remember being at the Shanley and I was watching this woman walking around cleaning the rooms, and she didn't even acknowledge me. I knew this was a residual, that an imprint that this is what she did. She would go around and just clean the rooms.
Right.
So
now, I tell you, the strangest thing that happened to me that evening, and you were with me, April. If you remember,
of course, you're with me if something strange happens. I said, of course, you're with me if something strange happens.
Who else? But you remember, I was down the basement. We were down the basement, and I forget what experiment or whatever we were doing. But do you remember I got, like, toward the end, I got really sick?
Yes. Yes, you had to leave.
I had to leave.
Yeah.
And as soon as we came out of that basement, it was gone.
Yeah.
It was strange. But I can't remember what happened, but the couple that was down there with us,
yes,
somehow it tied into her. Remember? And I just for the life of me, I can't remember what.
First memory.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, it's called the Reliance Bar and Grill. It's no longer open as a bar and grill right now. It will be opening again. I don't know if they're doing any more investigations there because they're going to be opening it as a restaurant again. But I think we may have been the last.
Well, not now. They're not. Not now. Not now. They're not, because they're on lockdown in PA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing, guys, is apparently if you're planning on doing any other investigations, if you live in any state but Pennsylvania, you can't go in without a COVID test 72 hours beforehand.
All right. Because right now we have we're scheduled to make another appearance at the Samuel Miller Mansion on December 19th. At this point, I was speaking to the caretaker last night, and we're not postponing it yet. It's still set, but it may. We're not sure. We're just seeing how this plays out. It's still a month ahead, so we'll give updates. As of now, tickets are still selling, and it's still set. So, as soon as we figure out or find out, we'll let everyone know. But hopefully, it'll go our way, and we'll be fine. Because
I'm sure.
You haven't been there yet, have you, April?
Wait, that's not being enforced. They can't enforce that. So yes, come to PA. They can't ask about tests. That's again HIPAA. Hey, you know what? You're right, Kayla. You're right. And
we're just going by what. You got to understand, you're in Jersey, Kayla, you're in PA, we're in Maryland. So we're all getting different stories. We're all getting different news and different stories. I mean, so hey, we'll find somebody to sneak us in. We'll get to Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Hey, Dave.
I don't care. I'm traveling. I'm going everywhere.
Dave Haney, tell your wife from Dave and I, happy birthday. Yep. We love you guys, and
I can't see everyone's names.
Yeah, one of these days we'll have to open up Paranormal Inc. to be a public group.
I don't. Let me reiterate why. When I don't want no one to take this wrong, but anyone that's at the events or whatever, or has paranormal pictures or photos of all of us, I always say, please don't tag me in them. Please don't put them on my regular Facebook page. Put it in Paranormal Inc. Reason being is everyone knows, thanks to Mike King, that I'm a cop.
Well, Ernie, what you could do? You could set it that nobody can tag you without your permission. Like it won't go on your page.
Well, it's just, I just wanted, my biggest fear is I don't put a whole lot on my regular Facebook page, except maybe things about Christmas and, of course, my dog. But
a lot of his dog.
I try to put anything with, friends, family on my paranormal page, because that way, if somebody's got a grudge against me, they can't see where I'm hanging out at with my friends or where we're going to be at next Friday. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep Paranormal Inc. as you got to be accepted to come in. So it's not an arrogance thing. It's not a rude thing. I'm just trying to I just get nervous about that kind of stuff because it's crazy people. Not that anyone ever
No, you know what? Can I tell you something? I agree, because I have a personal page and people try to, like, I just want to have like a little bit of private life because I have my family's photos on, and they don't want it to be public. But like, as you see, my new page that I opened up, I had, the psychic April, the psychic house of New Jersey, but somebody ratted me out and said that wasn't my real name, and so they shut me down Facebook, and I had to show them my license, and they put my full name up there. I'm like, well, thank you. I have stalkers, so
Right. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Facebook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a fan.
Crazy.
So, it's insane. So, anywho, if you guys look at the bottom right down here, you'll see it down at the bottom. Hit that YouTube link once the show's over, because you want to finish out the show with us. And check out the video. I mean, just there's no explaining it. Even the owner is starting to ask some questions, and she's getting direct responses to it.
Well, that was a great night. We've got great EVPs.
Yeah, we got a little bit of everything that night. You know what I mean?
We got electronically, we got EVPs, we got
video. The thing that I was having a hard time with, and I'm glad April was there, was because it's just the evidence was so sporadic.
Right.
Like we couldn't piece together like what we think it is.
Right.
So many different spirits there.
Right. Is that what you're picking up on, April?
It was absolutely different spirits there. The shadow man is actually somebody else. I didn't get a chance to talk with that spirit because I had George with me the whole time. George wanted to get his story out, and that's all he cared about, So he stuck to me like glue. But I will tell you, there's also you're going to see shadow people there tall, and that is George also. George's presence is very strong there.
Let me ask you this, April. When we first got there, and I started to go back into the kitchen, I saw that shadow walk across. Now, later on in the evening, and this is what makes no sense.
By the way, this comment is from Dave Haney.
What's that?
So he's like to have you on his show as well.
Oh, I'd love to.
And Dave, no, she's ours.
Yeah. Dave peed on me. On my leg.
Later on that evening, Ali caught that photo of what appears to be the Tin Man, which that has nothing to do with the Reliance, to the best of my knowledge, other than the Reliance is in York.
Right.
But my question, April, do you think the shadow I originally saw at the beginning of the night, do you think it was the man George?
In the beginning, all right, wait, let me see, because I know twice George was sticking to me. The first time Ali saw it, I think that was George. When you saw it, it was not George.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is two different things. Because you know what? Because Dave and I went back there, and I actually got scared. And George and I have a relationship now because he drove me in the car. So the other guy was scaring me.
If you had to make a guess, how many different spirits do you think were with us that night?
That night, so there's going to be 1, 2, 3. There's 4. There's 5. Oh my gosh, 5. I'm going to say 10 because now I'm just picking up. I'm seeing a group of guys downstairs now. I do remote viewing, so now I'm just picking up 5 guys down there. The 5 guys are taking credit for beating up this Spanish guy.
Now, wow, all these different spirits that are there that interacted with us, are they aware of each other?
Yes, and they all know their limits. Nobody bothers with George. Nobody bothers with George. George kind of is the ringleader, but not really. They let him think he is. Mm-hmm. I don't like the shadow guy that you saw. I don't like that guy.
Yeah, that was kind of weird because for some reason, and I don't know why, like before the investigation started, everybody kind of wandered around a little bit, but nobody really went to the back of that kitchen. And
Right.
I'm like, wonder why. I'm like, that's why I was like, well, I'm going back there because no one's been there yet.
Yeah,
And
because it's scary.
no sooner I stepped into that kitchen and started to walk down is when I saw that shadow. He didn't run. It wasn't fast.
And he blocked out the light. Remember that? You caught that. He blocked out the light.
Because at the end of the kitchen was the steps that go down another level. And that's what first caught my attention was the shadow just appeared. Okay. It's not like he came out of the wall or around the corner. He was just nothing there. Then he was there and he just very, nonchalantly walked across the kitchen and went into that little cutout area where he was gone.
And that cutout area where I
and it blocked the light.
Yep.
Yeah, and completely, because there was a dim light at the lower level of the kitchen where you go down the steps, and that's what caught my attention was I thought I saw something, and what confirmed it for me is when I saw him go by and completely blocked out the back of the kitchen. So what?
The Biff, yes, I do cross them over when I do. When I go to private locations, I just wanted to ask and answer his question. When I go to private residents and help the families, I do cross them over.
Nice.
And if I need to, you know what? I can't go to a haunted location and cross people over. Like I go to the Shanley lot. I can't cross over any. I'll get in trouble because that's how they make a living. So, but I do for the private residents, absolutely. I have dreams of doing this. So I know, like, I astral project and I'm somewhere else and I've crossed people over in dream state.
Well, I called you because of the dreams I kept having. We were supposed to go to a private investigation.
I know. Can you tell, like, when you called me up, like you called me up the other night and what happened?
All right, so we were supposed to go to a private investigation, and the only thing that saved us is luckily I ended up having to work. But the dreams I had, I was going to probably have to cancel anyway because Ernie kept dying at it. The first death was he literally took a tumble down the steps, landed on his neck, and broke his neck.
Yeah.
One of the deaths was he touched a bed that was touching an electrical socket and got electrocuted. And then one of the things I saw is apparently the person was burying people back in the backyard and then kidnapping people. And then finally the other one was I don't remember what the other one was. But literally Ernie kept dying in my dreams. And I kept waking up with a and so finally I called April. I said, look, here's and before I could get it out, she oh my God, this woman is amazing. I told you about the I sent her a photo of another investigation we're going on. Oh my God, sorry.
No, first I told you.
I'm crossing. This is a different investigation, but this one, the one I was just talking about, we're going to have to reschedule anyway. But thank you, Lord. But we got another one that came up that apparently it's in West Virginia, and the woman, it came to us through Mike King. And the husband's a police officer, and the wife is terrified. She's having all these things happen. So I called her up, get the investigation, and said, do you have any pictures? She sent me a picture, and I'm looking at this picture. It scared the hell out of me. Now, the reason why I want to do this so badly is there's a 2-year-old involved who's now seeing a bad man.
Yeah, I want to go there.
I called up April, and I know that she can remotely look, and I'm like, can you do me a favor? And she kicks into this. There's an evil spirit. It looks like it, and she described this evil devil-looking thing with a pointy face, pointy ear. I mean, in a gray face. Described it to a T. I'm like, I'm about to blow your mind. So I actually sent her the photo that the lady sent me, and she went, "Oh shit, this is what I saw." I'm like,
that's a creepy picture. But it's exactly what I saw. What about the melting guy? Remember you called me about that? And I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm seeing a melting man.
That was an investigation that we went that we're having to reschedule.
The one we have to reschedule. they called us back after 2 years.
Right.
And apparently things have ramped up. Now, when we first got there, the first time that we investigated it, I believe as soon as we got out of the car, I started photographing outside. And there was no one in the house other than the man and the lady that lived there. I even believe they were out back at the time. But anyway, I took a photo of the house, and in the window, in the front living room window, I caught what appeared to be a male. Now, the funny thing about it is, if you look at his face, it looks like his face is melting.
It does. But it looks like you can see it's a biker dude with a long beard and a bandana on, but it's profiled.
Right.
But it looks like he's melting.
Right. Now, when Dave contacted you after he was having these dreams about me, which that frightens me more than the actual itself, but, you picked up on something about a melting man.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said. As soon as he started talking, I said, I don't know why. I said, I keep seeing a melting man.
Right.
Yep. And that picture, I mean, it looks like his whole face is melting.
It's so creepy. I don't know. Yeah. Ugh.
And for the record, when he was telling me that his dreams were so vivid, he would like to postpone for a little bit, man, that makes me want to go more.
Yeah, that's it does.
It really.
I don't want you to go either. If I like the postponement, maybe. And I'm glad that happened for a reason, so.
But luckily, my work got in the way because of a project I'm having to do anyway, and because some other things going on at work, so I had to cancel whether I wanted to or not. But so we'll get back to it.
Yeah. But the first time we were there, it was amazing.
It's amazing there. We actually have video up on our YouTube channel. One of them is that orb that comes down. If you actually look on our YouTube channel, it starts it starts here in this frame. Goes like this down and right, goes back towards Ernie, does like a J, and comes back out and then back out.
But that was the same point that on the obelisk,
it said behind you.
Something came over the obelisk and it said behind you. And I radioed up to Dave. I said, keep an eye behind me,
and
Dave.
As he's turned this way,
is when the orb came in. Now, April, if you remember, when we were at the Reliance, I had let you hear EVP, and it was the one where I was in the room with the homeowner, and it was just the two of us. And I said, if the person that made the lights light up for Dave, if you're still here, or did you light the lights up or whatever, and you hear that voice come over and go, yes.
Yes.
That was the investigate. That was the house.
Yeah. Oh, my God, that's crazy.
Yeah. Because Dave went up into the kid's bedroom, and he was doing his flashlight experiment, and he was getting direct responses. Direct. I was downstairs on the monitors, and then we flip-flopped, and first question out of my mouth was, is the person still here that was making the flashlights light up for Dave? And I got a direct Class A yes.
Yeah.
And in one part of the video that we actually posted, we have just a REM pod on the bed, and you can actually see an orb come down like this, stop about right here, go down a little bit more, touch the REM pod. REM pod goes off, and it goes straight back up.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like, I hate orbs, but I always say, like, that a real orb or a spirit orb, whatever you want to call it, will be perfectly round, and it will change direction.
Yep.
Not like dust.
Yeah.
So that's definitely spirit.
If you get pictures are not going to do it justice, but like we have one set of pictures from Haldeman Mansion where you can actually see dust in it, you can see a bug in it, and you can actually see a golden orb in it. Mm-hmm. That's an orb. But most people, when you take a picture, oh, look at all the orbs. No, they're not orbs. They're dust.
Exactly.
They're reflecting back. You need to watch the pattern, where it goes, and if the airflow is going this way, and all of a sudden it's going this way, it's most likely an orb.
And see, that's the orb that it's on our YouTube channel. When I was in the basement of this residence, you could tell, because when I go over and I kneel down,
the dust is
you
all
can
going
see
this
the
way.
Dust going a steady way, and then just out of nowhere, this self-illuminating orb just comes in, and you can tell the difference.
Yep.
And it completely goes around me, and against the current goes right back out.
Yep. So it changes directions at least 4 times. It starts in the upper right of the video, comes down and left from a 2 o'clock position, 7 o'clock, goes back towards Ernie, makes a J, goes across, and then comes back out to the lower right at about 5 o'clock. And the dust the whole time is going up and right.
So, April, enough about us. What do you got going on?
Yeah, what do you got going on, my dear?
Oh my God, I'm so like, well, I got Thanksgiving dinner ordered, so I got so much going on. But this one I want to announce because I'm so friggin' happy. It was just announced the other day. Have you heard of Texas Paracon?
Mm-hmm.
My friend Natalie Jones runs that. They just announced that I will be there August 13th and 14th, I believe it is. So I'm with the big boys. Someone to be with the and all the big boys. Ghost Nation.
I think Keith Bailey's going to be there, right?
Keith Bailey's going to be there. The house in between Kendall Welpin and his wife Vera, Brad Cooney. My friend Animal, I don't know if he's watching. It's gonna be a good time. So I'm on the celebrity lineup.
I don't know if I'm going to see Keith Bailey before then, but I'm sure I will see you before then.
Of course you will.
I'm going to give you a hat to give to Keith.
Oh, that'd be great. Keith
is a dear friend of Dave and I, and
thanks, Kimberly.
Man, I met Keith. It was I believe it was the 2019 Gettysburg Bash, and we all went out to breakfast together. And it was Keith's such a great, wholesome guy, man.
Yeah,
he really is. And I didn't know that he was a big collector. He likes hats, and so do I. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, he'll love that.
Yeah, so I got a hat I want you to get to him if I don't see him.
Absolutely.
Ernie and I just got our hats.
We see each other a million times before then. That is a nice hat.
He did a surprise on mine. Look at the back.
Tech Guru. Oh, I love that. You are the guru.
I don't have my hat. My hat's home.
Yeah, his just says Ernie on the back, but he did a little special for the bald guy.
What shirt is Ernie wearing?
Don't make him stand up. He's not wearing pants. No, just kidding.
I got this damn chair he makes me sit in.
Wait, where my hose at? Because I saw you post that.
That means, like ho ho ho, like Santa.
Oh yeah, we get you.
But it's not down on Baltimore Street.
It's not derogatory. It means where's my hose? My ho ho ho. So anyway,
so
April, it's been an hour already.
Oh my God! It went so. We got to do 2 hours.
Yeah, I wish I could.
I know. Wait, can I just tell you? I'm going to be another place. This is really, really exciting. December 12th, I'm going to be in Virginia at the Berkeley Plantation. And I'm going to be with my bestie, Natalie Jones, and Mike Diamond, the creative Paranormal Warehouse, where I have a show, guys, on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, live readings. But also, Mustafa from Ghost Hunters is going to be with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm so psyched.
Well, make sure to put everything in Paranormal Inc. so we know where you're at.
I know. I have so many things. I have stuff coming up with the Festival of the Unexplained, something with Nicholas Bonanni. I hope I'm saying his name right. I got so much going on. I have to go through my calendar. I tell you, I was gonna curl up into a corner today and just cry.
I watched your episode on Holzer Files the other day again.
Oh, what do you think? I told you. Do you know I got that all remotely?
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah. That's only not that it was faked. It wasn't fake, but we had to do it that way.
Right.
The producers called me up from Painless TV. They said, "Have you ever been to the Lambert Castle?" And I said, "No, but I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up." And that's when I picked up the lady in white with the guy and the woman upstairs crying. This is all remote, but I did go there prior to filming, but I couldn't get inside. I walked around, and again, I was brought into the room with the crying woman. So I met her and I spoke to her, but this is all remotely, and it was crazy. But everything like on there is true, except it's different circumstances. But they couldn't do that because I can't show up Sydney Kazar.
Yeah, because
look her up because she's fantastic. But my remote viewing is excellent.
Yeah,
I'm watching you guys now.
A lot of the episodes like that, I don't want to say nothing's fictitious. I don't mean it that way.
They just have the way
they have to. Yeah.
Everything's the truth. I'm actually. Oh, you know what? Too. I'm working on something now. I'm starting to film something in March with a bunch of my friends. That can't announce anything yet, but that's. I guess by next year I can tell what's going on. But we're filming on a location.
You can reveal it first on our episode.
You know what? You got a deal. And I'm filming in a bunch of locations that I can't tell you yet. But as soon as we start filming, they give me the green light, I will let you guys know. But I'm so excited for that.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan.
It's a plan,
baby. It has been that much time, and we got about 3 minutes left in the show to do our wrap up. So we love you.
I love you guys. So listen, I'm going to West Virginia.
Yes.
And wherever you need me, wherever you guys need me, I'm there.
Awesome. You are awesome, as always.
We're a trio.
What a great show tonight.
I love you, Kimberly.
So, Kimberly, thank you so much. Everybody, we love you. Everybody say goodbye to Kimberly, spammer. So, or say bye, everybody. So,
bye, Jen. I love you. Bye, Cliff.
All right, have a good night, and we're gonna take a minute to wrap up, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, April.
Bye.
All right, so basically, we got Thanksgiving coming up this week.
Yeah.
So we hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving. Want to give out real big shout out to my boy John McGinnis. He made us look amazing on our YouTube, on Facebook, YouTube. He did the video. You got to watch the video.
It's a hard job to make us look amazing.
Yeah, especially me. Come on now. Yeah, he did an amazing job.
Yeah, all kidding aside, I watched some of the video the other night, and it was like, wow.
It's just incredible.
Yeah,
I mean, he took the time to see things that we didn't get a chance to see.
It actually, you know who I was with, Dave?
Oh, that's John. He's saying, oh, thanks, Shucks.
For those of you that was at Sam Miller.
Hey, John, do me a favor. Throw a link up here to your, while we're still talking, go find your YouTube page. Throw a link up to your YouTube page as I'm talking. Just say John McGinnis YouTube page and throw the link, please.
For those of you that was at Sam Miller with us, where John was, a buddy of mine from work, Eli, him and his wife attended, and I was actually with Eli the other night, and we watched a portion of John's video. That's good work, man. It was really, really good. He's actually we are scheduled the first Friday in February. We're doing a free seminar. It's our third seminar. It's Spirit Provocation. Don't let the name fool you, because it's why you shouldn't.
Oh, it's our third seminar at this place. I was gonna say, we've done more than three.
Yeah. No. I'm saying our third, because our first seminar was Step Into the Paranormal. The second was Real Ghost Stories and Evidence, and this is the third one we're premiering. But John's gonna film us. It is the VFW in Glen Burnie on what's it, Dorsey Road?
Dorsey Road in Glen Burnie. And this is John's YouTube site. So guys, make sure to take a look at that. He has some amazing videos. He is an awesome videographer. So just shout out some props.
If you don't hear from us, have an amazing, safe Thanksgiving. I know
Jenny, no. There's not supposed to be sound. Sorry.
I know this madness is going on and all these restrictions, but be thankful for what you do have and who you do have. You know what I mean?
Reach out to friends, reach out to family.
Just
even though you can't be with them, like a ghost hug. it's there. You just can't feel it.
Whatever you're able to do, or whatever you're able to have that day, make the most of it. You know what I mean? And this is crazy times we're living in. We will get through it. And quick shout out to Haney, Julian, and Porter. Keep it spooky, keep it shiny. And
April, thank you. I love you. She's still in the green room, so I can still say hi. We'll be back in a minute. You know that once the show's done. So love y'all. Have an awesome Thanksgiving.
Before you go, 2 weeks from tonight, man, is going to be an amazing show. We have Melody Knapp from the show The Ghost Finders on VidiSpace.
Yep.
You definitely want to tune in. I cannot wait for that episode. It's going to be
an amazing show.
Off the hook, I'm telling you. So happy Thanksgiving. We love you guys. Thanks for spending an hour of your Sunday with us. And Dave will have a beard on the next episode.
I'll try. Love you. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Step into the Paranormal with Ernie Atwell and David Seiler. Thank you for listening, and listen in next week for another topic and more great guests, right here on WLFE DB Radio Network.
In 1 minute.